for churches. This lesson is... What was that? You can't hear me. Is this on? You can't... Hold on 1 second. Can you hear me now? Good. This lesson is all about setting up audio levels and mic placement. In this lesson, we'll delve into the critical aspects of audio in video production. So, first things first, let's discuss audio levels. Why are they important? Why is audio so important in video production? So, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. The saying I live by is someone will forgive bad video, but they won't forgive bad audio. If they can't hear you, they're just going to turn off. Sorry. You might have the most beautiful shot someone's ever seen. That might make them stick around. But if you're trying to say something and you're trying to convey a message, they're going to turn off because they can't hear you. All right? So, again, people can forgive bad video, but they will not forgive bad audio. They will turn off, okay? So, you first need to get your audio levels correct. Now, what are you going to need? So, what are you going to need for audio? It depends. It all depends on what your production calls for. Does it call for just on-camera video, just on-camera mics? Do you need a lapel mic? Are you going to be in studio like I am, where you're going to need external audio plus an extra mic here? Are you going to be adventurous and only run on a shotgun mic? It's all dependent upon what your production calls for. So, you've got your script. You've caught the vision with your church leadership. You've got the storyboard. You've got your equipment, your camera. You've set it up. You're ready to go. And you want to get your message out there. And you're just like, this sounds horrible. It's too quiet. It's too loud. That's where audio levels come in. Audio levels refer to the loudness or softness of the sound being recorded. It's crucial to set the correct audio levels before you press record to prevent distortion or inaudible audio. Remember, it's always better to record at lower levels and amplify it later during editing than to record at high levels and risk distortion. Distortion's great in metal and rock, but distortion in talking and stuff like that is bad. If someone's screaming and they're just, that's distortion. You're overpowering your audio source, okay? So, sorry, that's a bit extreme, but I had to get my point across. Then you've got people who talk really quietly, who talk like little mice, and you have to tell them to speak up, and when they do speak up, it's a little bit louder, but still it's really quiet. I would prefer someone that sounds like a mouse than someone who's screaming at the camera. Now, I know that some speakers get very passionate. They get very passionate about when they're talking. So that's when you need to test out your audio and make sure that your audio levels are correct. So when you do start talking dynamically, it's not going to distort. Okay? So now on to mic placement. The placement of your microphone can significantly affect the quality of your audio. Different types of microphones are designed for different situations. For instance, lavalier mics are great for interviews, while shotgun mics are ideal for capturing audio from a distance. Now, granted, this shotgun mic I have here is mainly meant to be on a camera. You've got other shotgun mics that Rode and Sennheiser makes are really good ones. They're really long. Here's a picture. So this is the Rode Wireless Go 2. There are many lapel mics. I like this one because I have it. If I had the DJI version of this, it would work just as fine. There are other lavalier companies there are other manufacturers that make lavalier mics as well. I have chosen to use this one. Here are a couple more options for lavalier mics as I place the microphone on me. I don't want you to see me go up in my shirt. Well, let me put it down my shirt. Whee! Okay, and we're back. So this is the Rode Wireless. So this is the Rode Wireless Go 2. What makes this special is you can use a lavalier mic. You can use the microphone that's built into the actual body itself. I choose for interviews, I choose to use this right here so I can clip it on, especially if I'm in a corporate environment. If a man's wearing a suit, I will clip this on the lapel of the suit and hide this into the interior pocket. Or I will, for the ladies, I will have them put this down, just have them just drop it down the shirt, and then either clip it right on the brassiere in the middle or clip it right here. Now, if they also have a coat on as well, just do the exact same thing as you would for a male and just put it right here on the lapel, and they can just drop it down and clip it onto their belt. Lavalier mics are meant to be small, so you can't really, or they're meant to be small, so you don't notice them as easily as you would like a big mic like this. All right. I highly suggest that you always have two sources of audio happening at the same time, because if this were to die and you've lost all that audio, you still have the shotgun mic up here or on the camera itself to capture that audio, so you have something to work with. That has happened before to me, and that comes in clutch. Now, granted, using the shotgun mic on the camera, especially if it's far away, like 5 to 6 feet away or further, you will introduce room tone and reverb from the room, especially if the room is not treated, and you have to do a lot of post-production work on the audio, but you still have the audio. So when it comes to the lavalier mic, you need to make sure that it's like on a polo like I'm wearing right now. I've got it right here. Now, if I wanted to hide it underneath my shirt, Walmart has moleskin. Moleskin is made for ladies to put on their heels for shoes, protects their heels, and it's perfect to use on mics, to hide the mics, especially if you're just wearing a t-shirt. If you're in a pinch, you can also clip the mic up here if you're wearing a t-shirt, up here wearing a t-shirt. But it's not the most optimal placement for the microphone. All right. So, let's put in all three. Big mics in, shotgun mic, lavalier mic. let's keep going. Remember, good audio is just as important as good video. Poor audio quality can distract your viewers and detract from the message you're trying to convey. So, take the time to set up your audio levels and mic placement correctly. Your viewers will thank you for it. I will thank you for it. You will thank yourself for it. I promise you that. And again, you need to have proper audio to get your message out there or convey your message. Granted, if you're working on a narrative piece that doesn't require any audio, then forget about microphones. But if you're like this and you're in a live stream or you're in studio like this, you need good audio. Okay? Always check your audio levels before you start recording. Do a test recording before you start your actual recording to make sure that your audio levels are not distorted. Same thing when you're composing a shot. Always make sure that things look good. Sometimes you have to rush into things, and granted, rushing causes mistakes. Trust me, I know. Next on the review, mic placement. Always make sure that it's close to the mouth or as close as you can get it. If it's a shotgun mic, get it right outside screen. So this is how close my microphone is to the top of my frame. It is very close. It's right outside the frame. That way I can ensure that it is pointed right at my mouth and right at your talent so you can capture as much proper audio, okay? So again, always remember, they will forgive bad video, but they won't forgive bad audio. Okay, I can't stress that enough, I promise you. But that's all I have for this lesson. Here's some homework for you. Go and start recording yourself and get to know your audio levels, get to know your mic, get to know your equipment, okay? All right, I'll see you next time at the next lesson.